Welcome back to Aggie Sports Overtime. Now it's time to get to know an Aggie. This week, I got to chat with Anthony Collins, who is a grad transfer for the men's basketball team. Ever since arriving on campus, Collins has provided a spark for the Aggies with his play on the court, along with his veteran leadership. Welcome to Get to Know Anthony Collins, senior guard for the men's basketball team. Anthony, appreciate you taking the time out to talk with me. First question I have for you, you're a grad transfer from South Florida. Now, since you've been around quite a bit, I assume that you're the veteran guy on the team. Do you ever get any jabs from the guys about being a little older than everybody else?
Yeah, they tease me about it all the time, you know, asking me questions like, you know, just trying to crack a bunch of jokes.
So whenever they do that to you, how do you respond to it?
I just laugh. I mean, they don't, you know, I know it's just all jokes, so I just laugh at them too.
Now, you come here from South Florida. You played for 4 years there, had a very successful time at South Florida. You've probably been asked this before, but what was the main reason why you wanted to come to College Station and play for Texas A&M here in this last year?
I wanted my family to be able to see me more since I'm from Houston. You know, I played with House in middle school, so he was a big part of me coming here too.
Well, I didn't know that. Okay, I got to ask you about that then. Daniel House in middle school, what was that like?
The same Daniel House now. Hasn't changed much. You know, a good person. You know, a good player too.
What about height? Does that at least change a little bit as far as how tall he is?
He's always been one of the tallest, you know, kids in school or college or whatever. Yeah.
You mentioned you're from Houston. In high school, you played in the TAPS level, and you won a couple championships. Which you don't talk to a lot of guys that play at that level. Can you talk about what it was like to play at that level compared to now that you're at Division I basketball? What was it like? I mean, do you feel like it prepared you well enough for this level of basketball?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think that's what helped me, you know, going to South Florida and able to play as a freshman right away and start. You know, the coaches that taught me well just off the court, on the court, how to mentally prepare for the games and, you know, things like that.
Did you have a chip on your shoulder coming out of high school like that? Because obviously you didn't play, at the highest level. Did you feel like you had something to prove when you went to South Florida?
No, I don't. You know, some people do the chip on the shoulder thing. I just go out there and just play. I know how to play basketball, you know, so I just go out there and play.
How has your time at South Florida playing there for 4 seasons prepared you for now this year at Texas A&M?
It helped me a lot because, you know, I went through 2 different coaches, a lot of different offenses. So, I mean, I've seen basically almost everything from, you know, just switching up just everything in basketball and school and just atmosphere and all those things.
Collins takes it all the way in, puts it through, and draws the foul.
Now, something interesting about you is that you're the NCAA active leader in assists. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, I just found out like a couple days ago, actually. Someone told me that.
Is there any particular assist in your career that you remember the most out of all the assists?
I remember a bunch of lobs I threw while I was in South Florida because I had a bunch of high-flying guys. So I don't remember anything like specific, but I know a bunch of those that come to my mind, yes.
And you're playing with Alex Caruso, who has a ton of steals as well up there in the NCAA lists as well. What's it like? Do you guys ever talk about, hey, we're the 2 guys that are in the top of the NCAA in 2 different categories?
Actually, we don't, but I tease him all the time about how he's a top steals guy, but he never steals it from the person. It's always like off the ball. I tease him about that all the time. I don't know how someone gets that many assists and never rip someone on ball.
All right, so I want to ask some rapid-fire questions now, just easy stuff. First one, social media, Twitter or Instagram, what do you prefer?
I don't have a Twitter, so Instagram.
All right, man. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Probably have to be He Got Game with Ray Allen and Denzel Washington.
Is there any particular reasons why you like that movie? I mean, I agree it's a good one, but why do you like it so much?
I mean, it's just, it speaks volumes. Like, I like the whole message of it, yeah.
What about your favorite color?
I like baby blue.
Baby blue, interesting. Now, you've spent time living in Florida, and obviously you're from Texas. I'm curious, which state has better food?
I wouldn't know. I eat the same food wherever I go. I like junk food and those types. So cheeseburger here, cheeseburger there, tastes the same to me.
We can all agree on that, I'm sure. Last question for you. You're a sport management major. You're trying to get your master's. What is it that you'd like to do when basketball ends for you?
Oh, I want to be a coach.
Simple as that, huh? Is it one of those things where you want to get to the highest level, or is there a certain level that you'd like to get to and stay?
I would like to stay at the college level because I feel like, you know, I can impact someone live, and, you know, it's not that big of, you know, like I just want to, you know, be more hand in hand with people rather than the professional level where people are trading and things like that.
Well, Anthony, hopefully the basketball career continues, though, so you won't be a coach for quite some time. Good luck with everything. Appreciate you taking the time to talk with me. This has been Get to Know Anthony Collins.
Yeah.